Okay, this is a Ford Focus C-Max from 2006 with 1.6 liter engine, diesel, okay, and the fuel pressure sensor location. Here you know that you have the battery and the air filter housing, and you need to go down below the fuel filter and all the way down. Let me see if I can put my phone in that position. That is the plug, which I take it out, and the sensor, fuel rail pressure sensor, is right over there. You see? And this plug is for this sensor, fuel rail pressure sensor. This car, this engine has stopped, and after 1,000 of try to start, he refused to start. Okay, and those two are the errors, the DTCs that I found. See, one is the exhaust gas recirculation metering orifice limited, status 21, is P1402-21, and the second one is P0698-62, which is sensor reference voltage circuit low. I was working that path for this sensor, and sometimes the EGR position sensor or electric motor, the actuator, goes bad, and somehow put the 5-volt reference voltage to ground, and you get this. And if the 5-volt reference voltage goes down, then engine stops, but not all the time. So I was searching for fuses, sensors and everything, and after a couple of hours I was thinking, because it's not the first time when I found that the fuel rail pressure value, it was intermittent or too low. So what I did many times, I take out this plug, take out this this yellow cover, and I found out that those 3 connections that you can see, that the space between them, it was too big, and the sensor, those 3 sensor pins inside are jumping between the contacts in the plug. So you need to take out the yellow cover, and to using some needle or something, you need to stretch them again to make the space as small as possible between the contacts. I don't know if you can see inside. And after I did this, put everything back, of course, or in this case only the plug for the sensor, the engine starts without, of course, EGR connected, the coolant temp sensor disconnected, the mass airflow sensor disconnected. The engine starts and this error disappears. This one, P0698, sensor reference voltage, circuit low. Okay, so let me check now, because the sensor is disconnected. Let me turn off light. The fuel rail pressure, it's 1800 bars. Okay, let's put back the plug. It's very hard to access the sensor and the plug. It's really hard. You need to take out a lot of things. And you need to put back all the cable holders and clips. And you need to push it till it clicks like this. Okay. Let's make it properly. Put the battery back in place. Okay. This is the negative. This is the positive. Oh, we need a 10. Huh? Just a little bit. Okay. This is just for testing, huh? Okay. Let's try start. Oh, let's check first the pressure with the sensor connected. What do you want? Would you like to retry? Yes. Yes. No. We need to reconnect first. Let me turn off. Okay. The data stream. Come on. And where is it? Fair rail pressure is already selected. Okay. Now it's 13 bars. Okay. Now the EGR plug is disconnected. Neutral. Okay. We have the engine check light on because the EGR is disconnected. Reconnect. This is the plug. It's behind the fuel filter. Okay. Connected. Turn off the lights. Okay. This is what our fuel rail pressure sensor reads, around 300 bar. Okay, need to go back, read fault. We found the EGR because it was disconnected. Yacht, DCT, the coolant, high input, sensor, map, okay. We can give it a go. Need to wait. Now we have only mass airflow sensor and the yacht because it's in the same okay. What's wrong with these wipers? What is the normal position? Like this. Okay. Oh. What's wrong with you? Ah, okay now. Okay. Stop. So only the ignition on. Alright, so what I'm trying to say is that those two DTCs, the only DTCs that I found in the ECM when I test this car first time, when came here with like a non-starter, yes. This is not the reason that makes this engine not start. The main reason it was that the plug, the pins in for the fuel rail pressure sensor, the pins in the plug, not at the sensor, the gap between them, it was too big, so you need to disassemble it and to stretch the pins inside the plug and put it back and try again, because when you try to start, the fuel rail pressure sensor is not going to provide the right information for the ECM. The pressure inside the fuel rail pressure, it was intermittent and low pressure, and the engine doesn't start. So I think when you have problems like this, engine stops suddenly and is not starting again, and when you put the test and you see errors related for the EGR, I think you need to test first. You need to check if you have pressure in the fuel rail pressure, and if the pressure is intermittent, you need to check the plug for the fuel rail pressure sensor. This is not the first time when I found same thing, and the ECM doesn't give you an DTC related to fuel rail pressure sensor.